Have you ever said yes to dinner when you wanted to say no, then checked your bank account 3 days later and felt regret? I spent $14,000 in 1 year trying to keep up with friends who earned twice what I made. And I didn't realize it was happening until it was too late. This isn't about bad friends or toxic relationships. This is about something more subtle, something that's probably costing you hundreds of dollars monthly right now. I'm a junior accountant in Boston, 27 years old. Salary is $62,000 annually. After taxes and deductions, I take home about $3,900 monthly. Rent for a studio apartment in a decent area, $1,600. Student loans, $410. Car payment, $365. Phone, utilities, insurance, another $400 combined. That leaves roughly $1,125 for food, entertainment, savings, and everything else. Tight but manageable if I'm careful. My college friends all live nearby. We stayed close after graduation. Most of them work in tech or consulting. They make anywhere from $90,000 to $130,000. On paper, we're all young professionals in the same city. In reality, our financial situations are completely different, but nobody talks about that. Friday evening, group chat lights up. Someone suggests dinner at a new Italian place downtown. Everyone's in. I hesitate for a second, then type yes. Dinner cost $78 after tax and tip. The food was good. The conversation was great. But that's 7% of my monthly discretionary budget gone in 2 hours. Sunday brunch. Someone picks a trendy spot in the North End, $43 for eggs and coffee. I didn't even want to go, but saying no felt awkward. Next weekend, someone's birthday. We're doing an escape room, then drinks, then late-night food. Total damage, $95. Fun night, but now I'm $216 in. Month 1 of tracking this pattern. I spent $640 on social activities. That's over half my remaining budget after fixed expenses. I wasn't partying. I wasn't being reckless. I was just showing up when my friends made plans. And they made plans constantly because they could afford to. Here's the part nobody explains. Your friends aren't trying to drain your wallet. They're just living at their income level and inviting you along because they like you. When someone earning $110,000 suggests a $70 dinner, it's 4% of their monthly take-home. For me, it's 7%. Same meal, different financial impact. They genuinely don't understand why it's different for you. And you don't want to explain because it feels embarrassing. So you just say yes and hope it works out. This is called reference group spending. You unconsciously calibrate your lifestyle to match the people around you, even when your income doesn't match. There's also something called social proof bias. If 5 friends are doing something, your brain interprets that as the correct thing to do. Saying no feels like rejecting the group. The pressure isn't overt, nobody's forcing you, but the implied expectation is powerful. You don't want to be the one who always says no, the boring one, the cheap one. Over 12 months, I calculated the total. $640 monthly average on social spending. That's $7,680 annually. Money I didn't have. I covered the gap with credit cards. Told myself I'd pay it off later. By month 8, I had $4,200 in revolving credit card debt at 19% interest. If I'd invested that $7,600 instead at 8% annual return, it would have grown to nearly $11,000 in just 2 years. Instead, I was paying interest on debt. Here's what finally changed things. I started being honest. Not dramatic, just clear. I told one close friend I was trying to save more and needed cheaper hangout options. Her response surprised me. She said she'd been feeling the same pressure but thought everyone else was fine with it. We started suggesting coffee instead of brunch, walks instead of bars. 2 other friends quietly thanked me later. Turns out they were also struggling but didn't want to be the first to say it. The expensive plans were a collective assumption, not a real preference. We didn't stop hanging out. We just recalibrated to activities that didn't require spending $100 every weekend. Movie nights at home, hiking, cooking together. My social spending dropped to $250 monthly, same friendships, same amount of time together, 70% less money spent. The friends who only wanted to do expensive things, they slowly faded. And honestly, that was fine. Real friendship doesn't require financial performance. Financially smart people set boundaries early. They suggest alternatives. They say no without guilt. They understand that protecting their financial future matters more than appearing carefree. They also choose their social circle carefully, not based on status, but on shared values. If your friends respect your goals, they'll adapt. If they don't, they're not your friends. I know someone who makes six figures but still suggests budget-friendly activities because he's optimizing for savings, not status. His friends respect it because he's consistent and doesn't apologize. The uncomfortable truth is this: if your entire social life requires you to spend money you don't have, you're not enjoying life. You're performing it. You don't owe anyone access to your financial stability. Not your friends, not your coworkers, not people you're trying to impress who won't remember you in 5 years. Saying no to a $70 dinner isn't rejecting friendship. It's choosing a future where you're not stressed about money every single month. The shift happens when you stop seeing frugality as deprivation and start seeing it as self-respect. You're not missing out. You're opting out of a system that doesn't serve you. If you're constantly broke despite earning decent money, look at your calendar. How many times did you say yes when you meant no? That's probably where your savings went. Real friends will understand. Acquaintances won't. And that difference becomes very clear when you start prioritizing your financial health over their expectations. This doesn't mean isolate yourself. It means be intentional. Choose the events that matter. Skip the ones that don't. Your bank account will reflect the difference immediately. If this resonated with you, or if you felt this pressure without knowing how to name it, consider subscribing. I talk about these hidden financial traps every week.